Da-da! That's the wrong button. Hold on. There we go. Remember to turn all the lights on today. The crash boom. There. Bless you.
Thank you.
Greetings, everyone. I'm having some of the meager food we have remaining. I made a lazy man's grilled cheese and chicken sandwich. Basically pulled rotisserie chicken, the last few shreds we had left. And some cheese slapped between two pieces of bread into the toaster oven. There we go. I should have put it on lower heat, though, because I had it on toast, and it started to toast the top, and didn't quite melt the cheese. Just started to melt the cheese, and I had to take it out, otherwise it would have been overdone. I'm so fucking starving, I don't really care. I'm going to make a slight alteration to the donation goal. I feel like just calling it the June week 1 goal isn't motivating enough for everyone. So let's more clearly indicate what the donation goal is for right now. Just be a sec here. So, all right. I don't know why I keep saying ends a few seconds ago. And internally it says there's 52 days to go. No, it ends tonight. We reset tomorrow. So, anyway, that's the goal. So, got to get Rosie's key book. Huh? Are we feeling clickbaiting today? What are you talking about? Explain. I don't know what you mean. In what way am I being clickbaity? I literally just started. I'm talking about the stream title? No. The stream title is correct, truthful, and accurate. Yeah, I will not be doing behind-the-scenes streams anymore after this. Because A, barely anybody comes to them. B, barely anybody engages during them. And C, nobody donates during them. So, no point. They're not making money. They're not bringing in viewers. Why would I keep doing them? So, I don't make empty threats. Like, I said that I would do that if things didn't pick up. Things haven't picked up, so I'm taking the production process offline. Plus, I'm just generally more productive when I'm filming and editing and not streaming at the same time, because then I can just fully focus on the, working on the videos and not also have to focus on hosting the stream and explaining what I'm doing and all that. So yeah, no, the title is accurate and true, not clickbait. So what will we be doing on the streams? Well, going forward, we'll probably be doing shorter chill and chat streams. Hey, Bradshaw, $5 super chat. Thank you very much. Just a reminder for everyone, YouTube does take 30% of my earnings if you use their system. So if you're able to use the donation link instead, that is very appreciated, because A, I get the money faster, and B, PayPal doesn't take anywhere near as much as YouTube does. So just a mental note there. Just an FYI. It helps more to use the dono link because I get more of it. and you're not just throwing money at, you know, the giant evil corporation. Yeah, so basically, you know, shorter, just chatting, like chillin' chats. So it'll be like, you know, between 2 and 4 hours, which seems like a good length for those. Depending on the vibe, some will do shorter if, you know, just not a lot going on. Others will do longer if, you know, we're having a good time, want to keep going, you know. And then, of course, gaming. Gaming streams generally will be longer just because gaming, but even then, I might only do like 2 to 4 hours, you know. We'll see. Got a lot of games we're going to be playing for Halloween. And I want to start, I want to get started on those. So, yeah. So, first and foremost, we're trying to pull together $50 for Rosie's yearbook. I completely forgot and did not set aside the money for it. It is entirely my fault. I own that. And save me from my own lack of planning, please. It's her last year in high school. We do not want to miss out on her last yearbook. We've got one every year. And this is a big special one. She did a lot of stuff this year. I'm pretty sure she's in it quite a bit. So, yeah. It would be nice to get that. Anyway. And then after that, groceries, because we're, you know, we have a nice loaded pantry full of side dishes, but no actual meals, you know, so having to scrimp and scrounge and be really creative. This is only the second thing I've eaten today. Earlier today, I had a tuna sandwich, and that was it. So, yeah. And that's where we're at. Good times. But, you know me. I don't pretend to be something I'm not. If I'm struggling, you'll be the first to know about it. If I fuck up, you'll be the first to know about it. And I always try to be very open about everything. I mean, I think that's only fair, considering you guys support the show. You guys keep me going. You guys basically are my income. So, I think it's only fair you know what your money's going to, you know? The show exists at your behest. Anyway, what credit card? I don't have credit. What are you talking about? I haven't owned a credit card in like 15 years. I will never own a credit card again. That is a slippery slope that I do not wish to slide down ever again. I just paid off my credit card that I had years ago. I'm not touching credit ever again. Done. I have a debit card that I can use for purchases that require a credit card, because it doubles as that, but I can't spend money that I don't have, which is how I like it, because then I don't overspend. Because I'm on the spectrum and very ADHD, which means if I have a credit card, I tend to be overly impulsive with it. I cannot be, I cannot trust myself with one. So, yeah, I'll never be getting a credit card again. It's a scam. It's a fucking scam. What I want to know is, why is it okay for them to charge us 23% interest on what we owe them, but the banks only give us like 1, maybe 2%, and that's considered a high interest account? Fucking scam. The whole thing is a scam. All of it. Banking, credit, all of it is a scam, just to take money out of our pockets. So, fuck that noise. I'm not giving them any more than I absolutely have to. So, that is the wrong mouse. Hold on a sec. There we go. Sorry. So, yeah. No credit in this house. No credit, no hopes, no dreams. And no love. Well, I mean, other than, you know, familial. But beyond that, you know. What are we looking at here? Right. We want to go. Okay. We want to go here. Here! And besides, do you not think if that was an option, I would have already exercised that option? Just a thought. $7% APR here, but makes no difference if you pay it off monthly. I see. Hey, Goddess of Trans Lesbians, long time no see. How's it going? She says, I don't see the point in having a credit card, frankly. It sounds like they want you to go into debt. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. And a lot of people do. I did for a while. That was the first thing I paid, actually, when I got the inheritance money back in, well, last summer. First thing I did was I paid off that credit card debt. Boom, done, paid in full. Never want to look at it again. So.
Yeah, that was really like taxing you.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't a lot, but I mean it's like money coming out of my account every month that I would much rather spend on other things. It was like $150 a month. That's not an insurmountable amount. That's like a full bill, like a utility bill, you know. And what am I getting for it? Nothing. You know, I'm just throwing money into a hole every month. So I was really glad to have that gone forever, you know. All right, so we're on the gaming computer today because we're not playing games yet, but we are doing some editing. Just make sure there's not porn in there. Hold on a second. I don't think there's porn in there. Oh my God, look at all that porn. All that Skyrim porn, nerd porn. Yeah. I was just throwing together the thumbnails for the 2 episodes that went up today, or well, one yesterday, one today. Where are we going here? Project. Do I have the thing in here? Yeah, I do. I put it in the Skyrim folder. Oops. Well, we'll move that later. $150 a month would be enough for me to want to crawl in a hobbit hole forever. Yeah, there you go. I wanted to, but they found me. They know where you live. Burf. I'm fine. What's this? What's this over here? Is this another episode? Is this episode 2? Oh, okay. We started on episode 2. And yeah, we hadn't figured out where we were going yet. But I'll show you what we did. Here, I think. Yeah, here. Come on. There we go. Isn't that pretty? It was such hell just to get that title. If you guys were here for that stream. Let's get into The Thing Remastered. And there we go. Duncan on YouTube today.
So longtime viewers might remember.
Stop. 30%. Jesus. Just getting gouged over there. Holy shit. Yeah, I think 23% is the max in Canada that they can charge. So of course they all charge the maximum that they are legally allowed, like right to the penny. It's bullshit. Only used to pay for car work, then it gets paid off with whatever is left in the current check account at the end of the month. Gotcha. Be on Twitch in a bit, just waking up with a cold. That's okay. Enjoy the 4K on YouTube, which seems to run a lot more smoothly than Twitch. Although Twitch is making some changes. They're introducing HEVC encoding, which is the high-efficiency video codec, the same codec that 4K uses, the same codec that I use, actually, to encode my 4Ks, or my 4K videos, rather. And they're introducing that. And the thing about HEVC, for those who don't know, or X264, or sorry, X265 or H265, is it gives you the same quality as H264, which is the more common one, or AVC, in about a quarter of the bit rate. Which means, being a quarter of the bit rate, much smaller files, so much more efficient streaming when you're sending that out. So it means I can give you the same quality that you're getting right now on YouTube. With like currently I'm broadcasting at 25,000 kilobits per second in H264. Once they implement HEVC, that means I can give you the same quality, but only need about 8,000 kilobits per second. So, and they're cranking the bit rate to 8,000 kilobits per second. Well, I shouldn't say cranking. It's currently at 6,000, but a lot of people have been complaining about the bit rate, which is just barely enough to handle 1080p. It sure as hell isn't enough to handle 8,000. And by the way, Duncan, the last, I don't know when it was the last time you were here, or a recent time you were talking about it being all pixelated whenever there was motion. That's why, is because Streamlabs did a frickin' update and reset all my settings. So I didn't realize, but I was actually broadcasting 4K at 6,000 kilobits per second. So that's why it was getting all pixelated anytime. And it would be fine if nothing was really moving. Like if it was just a static shot like this, it would look okay. But once we got into the game, it was just a pixelated mess. And, well, that's why. So annoying. That's twice in like the past 6 months that Streamlabs is basically, not even 6 months, like maybe 3 months, that Streamlabs has borked itself due to an update and just fucked with all my settings. And, you know, I'm having a hard enough time keeping the settings straight as it is. I don't need you fucking it up with your updates and making it even more confusing and annoying. Anyway, get well soon, dude. Hope funny enough, I'm actually drinking Tang right now. Just regular Tang. No weed left, sadly. That's going to have to wait. Got all the other necessities to take care of first. And boy, I tell you, I sure could use some right now. The state of the world has really been... that's why I was so late streaming today. I was going to stream earlier. I've actually been up since the morning. About, I don't know, 10 or 11, I think I got up. I had a really good sleep, though, like 12 hours, which, what did I say, 15? Yeah. Yes, it is the last behind-the-scenes stream, Carlat, I'm not joking about that. I'm done. I'm done. So, this is the last one. Enjoy it. It's not clickbait. It's not a scam. It's not like an allegory. No. I am literally never doing a behind-the-scenes stream again because A, it impacts my productivity. B, hardly anybody shows up. C, the people who do show up barely interact. I ask questions of the chat. Nobody says a goddamn thing. I'm trying to involve everybody in the process. Nobody gives a shit. So why should I keep doing them? You know? And then, of course, you know, not to beat a dead horse, but barely anybody donates during behind-the-scenes streams, and we are really struggling right now. So, yeah. So we're going to shift the focus of the streams to other things that prompt deeper levels of engagement from the audience, more interaction, hopefully, more donos, hopefully, and move the behind-the-scenes stuff to offline, where, quite frankly, I'm way more productive anyway. Because, yeah. Where did you get those lights? Amazon. The plan for this stream is editing more episodes of The Thing for Halloween. So we're starting on the Halloween stuff. And, yeah, so I at least want to get a couple more episodes of The Thing in the can. Maybe we'll do a Doctor Who update. I got a bunch of those left to do. So, I don't know. We'll see. But for now, I'm going to do this. And, yeah. My cousin has loads of debt. No credit card, though. She got loads of loans from the bank as a kid and didn't realize she'll have to pay it back. Well, yes, that's why it's called a loan as opposed to a grant or donation or gift. Yeah. And, yeah, Duncan says, oh, yes, the pixelated movements. Yeah, because I went back and watched the VOD after the stream. I was like, what is he talking about? And I went and checked, and it's like, holy fucking shit. And as soon as I saw it, I knew exactly what the problem was. I was like, oh, my God. It's because of that goddamn update, isn't it? And sure enough, it was. The Streamlabs updated messed with the stuff. Part of the reason you streamed them again was because of the doom scrolling eating up the productivity. Yep. So now, but it wasn't just the doom scrolling. It was also, as Duncan says, yes, we keep distracting him in the chat, and he never edits as we take him from one tangent to another. Like right now, I'm in Vegas, not editing. But to be fair, these are things you guys want to know about, so that's fine. So, yeah. So, the idea is... It did, eh? Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. There was two updates. Like, within very short... I swear, within like 2 or 3 months of each other. That fucked up Streamlabs. Twice. So, I literally had to go and download it from the website and reinstall it. Thank God it remembered all my settings. Thank God for cloud... backups, but yeah, well, I shouldn't say settings. It remembered my scenes, but it didn't remember all of the advanced settings, I guess, like the bitrate and stuff, which of course I manually set.
Father,
and, yes,
I'm attempting to cook a thing that I found in the lake. It's a type of freshwater mussel.
Okay.
And they're edible. First Nations eat them.
Are you sure?
Yes, I looked it up.
Okay. I don't want us getting poisoned.
No, they're freshwater abillion, I think. But anyway, they're part of the mussel family, and I've been following instructions on how to cook them.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so I'm boiling it. Alive!
Alive? Is it screaming in agony as you boil it alive?
No.
Excellent. And make sure you laugh while it's screaming. Yes, like a witch, exactly. Double, double, boil and bubble.
Double, double, boil and trouble.
Cauldron, burn and water bubble. That's the stuff I kept harping on everybody in here, constantly telling you to look up stuff or brings up something for which you go on long tangents. It's like, you see, he's right in the middle of editing, right? JL is here at this hour. Yes. Kind of surprised. Good evening, JL. So yeah, so what I'm thinking is take the productivity. I didn't used to do all this stuff on. I used to do all the video stuff offline before. It's only in recent years I've been doing it online, like as part of the stream. But the original idea was, because I need to grind to make money. But it's like a catch-22. It's like, yes, need to grind to make money, so keep streaming to make more money, hopefully. And yeah, it just hasn't been working, and it's been impacting the productivity. When we were on a roll with the filming and editing, I'd film between 2 and 4 videos a day. But the main reason I would film, and that sounds great. Hey, you filmed 2 to 4 videos today. Yes, I did. If I hadn't also been streaming and getting distracted by everyone, I probably could have filmed 10. You know what I mean? 2018 to 2019 is when when I went full time. When I went full time with this. So it just seemed logical. And for me, it was... The idea was to bring the audience into the process and make them feel a part of it, to show them firsthand what their contributions are going towards and what I'm making with what they have funded by contributing to the streams, giving them a sense of ownership. Like, hey, I gave him $10. That's partly thanks to me that he's able to do that video. That's the idea. But I don't know. People just don't seem to give a shit. So, okay then. Message received. I'll take the editing streams and filming offline again. I hear you loud and clear. You don't give a shit about the process. I'll take it offline. You can just enjoy the end product when it gets posted. So, well, that was not all the time though. I mean, that was also the cats, but more recently. But yeah. Well then, JL, it's up to us to make new good days, good new days. Can we please stop going on about that? I know what you're alluding to. Do not talk about it anymore. That is a banned subject in here, as of now. So, anyway, as I'll be passing out soon, took medicine, already feeling the effects. It is, yeah, wish I had my medicine, but hey. So, I don't even know how long I'm going to be streaming tonight. It's going to be probably a fairly short one because I'm on a sort of day schedule now. So the thinking is, I'll film and edit during the day, do whatever stuff I need to do with the YouTube side of things, and then we'll stream in the, late afternoon, early evening kind of thing, and then go for like however long we go for. If we're doing a horror game, we'll stream a little later so it's nice and dark. We can get all spooky. But, yeah. But, I mean, to be fair, Colette, it was both. I mean, it's one or the other. It's like either there's no engagement or almost too much engagement. And you know me, I like to respond to everybody. So, yeah. 18 was awful. I don't know why you call that the good old days. That was a shit year. Absolute shit. Started off good for about a month.
Okay, that was a redirect. That was not intentional.
I'm not expecting anything like from the Apple event tomorrow. It's all going to be software. Okay. I mean, do you need another iPhone? Is the one you're using underpowered and insufficient in some way? Like, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Like, not everything's going to be a hardware update. Do you just want to spend another $3,000 on the latest model? Like, I don't know what to tell you. Right. It's 5:40 a.m. Need to clear my airways out of this cold. Make tea. Should pop on the Twitch chat when I can breathe and not sound like Swamp Thing. Fair enough. Fair enough. No, but I do hope for 2 terabytes sometime. Okay. Or you could get an Android and have a 2 terabyte 5 years ago. Just saying. And not be beholden to Apple's proprietary music system and DRM. But, well, I would say the filming this year was more the cats. Yeah, but also to be fair, you weren't there for a lot of it. You were, like, dealing with whatever you were dealing with in your mysterious life over there. So, I don't know. Point is, I get a lot of distractions when I'm streaming and trying to be productive. I.e., right now, where we've had Vegas open for half an hour and I haven't edited a single thing yet. So, yeah. Most of my music is DRM free. I saved a ton of it. Well, that's good. Well, if you have it saved locally, why do you need an Apple device? If you want one with more storage, just get an Android with 2 terabytes in it. You can get that now, today, currently. And most of them have an SD card slot where you can add even more storage. It's there, like this. I got an SD card in here. I could put a 2 terabyte SD card in here right now if I wanted to. So I don't know why you keep waiting for Apple to give you what you want when it's already available with other devices. Like, and it's cheaper. So much cheaper. And you could just offload all of your music onto the device because you would have ample space, you know? So I don't know what to tell you.
It smells like...
Oh, yeah.
It smells like lake, but...
It just smells like lake. Well, enjoy it.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's cool. You want to show...
We have freshwater mussels here that are like indigenous to Canada.
Yeah, in the...
Whoa.
Over here. There we go. There we go.
And it's so shiny. Fuck off!
Fresh from the lake.
B.
Yeah, we have... yeah, I'm sure it's fine, because, I mean, I know a lot of people do that. Like, it's like, you know, they have the crab fishing down in the harbor. And then here, I guess we have mussels in the lake. We got a bunch of fresh... Huh?
It's so shiny on the inside.
Yeah?
It's like abalone. It's so pretty.
Oh, yeah. It's really nice. That's good. Do we have any, like, seafood sauce or something? I think we have some seafood sauce.
Do we?
You could dip it in there. Might be good. It would give it a little more flavor, too. Yeah. It's probably pretty bland on its own. But, yeah, or you can get an external hard drive that you can link to your phone. Although that wouldn't be very portable. I think it'd be easier just to get an SD card, because you don't want to be lugging a hard drive around with it. The whole point is the portability, right? And hello, Dan, by the way. Good to see you again. So, anyway, cool. Let's see where we're at here, shall we? So tonight we're working on my playthrough of The Thing Remastered, which I'm going to be posting this Halloween season. This will be going into the Dead Space slot once Dead Space is done. So, okay, this is part 2. We got to see what's going on here. Hold on. Okay, here we go. It doesn't, whoops. Shit. Stop. Shit. Fuck.
Blake, do you read me?
Roger, Colonel. This is Blake.
Have you found anyone yet?
Yeah, no music.
Nothing yet. I just arrived. The storm is worsening. May take a while to find anything.
Looks like that little stunt of yours might pay off.
I don't understand, Colonel.
I received a partial transmission from Pierce. He's found something. Might be research. Find him and get back to me ASAP.
Affirmative. Did he say if there were any hostiles in the area?
Negative. No hostiles.
Okay, I'm on it. Blake out.
All right. So, are we at the we're at the Norwegian base here. Okay. So, we're going to the Norwegian base. Why are you having so much trouble playing? Okay, there we go. This is to rescue Alpha Team. But first, I'm going to just wander aimlessly around. This is a classic example of like smoke and mirrors, like techniques they only used back in the day because the resources available on a console were so limited. So they had to employ a lot of tricks to make it seem like the environments were a lot larger than they were. So in this case, I mean, it is a pretty sizable environment, but if you actually go out and walk to the edges of it, you realize how small it actually is. It's quite contained. But I need to put up a command or something here. Hold on. I'll add a command so I don't have to keep explaining it over and over again. And yes, the last behind-the-scenes stream because of too many distractions. barely anybody comes to them. Well, today we got a decent amount of people, but probably just because of the title. And most importantly, barely anybody donates during them. I mean, which is ironic because the donations primarily are meant to fund the show and fund what we do and, well, keep me alive to do the show. And it's where we get the least amount of donations. So, yeah. And then that's basically it. So, hold on. Just going to go over here. No, it would be in Streamlabs. Hold on. Play around with the back and forth. Yeah, well, I like to refer to it as smoke and mirrors. So they like, for example, with the Thing, it was really easy for them to do it because they could just have it in a snowstorm. So you look at the original Silent Hill on the PlayStation, all the fog, yeah, which really helps to add to the atmosphere, sure. But it was also to reduce the visible distance so the PlayStation could keep up with the 3D environments and stuff. So, yeah. Yeah, like Silent Hill is a good example of really almost like taking advantage of the weaknesses to their advantage, like to, the atmosphere just benefited from that. So, yeah. But that's why they did it. That's why they did it. Where are we going here? Why, thank you.
Nadan1 donated $13.55. Skull emoji, skull emoji, skull emoji,
Oh, no.
skull emoji, skull emoji, skull emoji, skull
no.
emoji, skull emoji,
How many
skull
are there?
emoji, skull emoji, skull emoji, skull emoji, skull emoji, skull emoji,
Oh
skull
my
emoji,
God, no.
skull emoji,
Why?
skull emoji, skull
Why?
emoji, skull emoji, skull emoji, skull emoji, skull emoji,
This
skull
isn't distracting at
skull
all.
emoji, skull emoji, skull emoji,
Jesus.
skull emoji, skull emoji, skull emoji, skull emoji,
Thank
skull
you.
emoji, skull 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 emoji.
Just gonna have to wait for this to finish before I can say anything.
Skull emoji,
Jesus
skull
Christ.
emoji, skull 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 emoji.
What was I
skull
even
emoji,
doing?
skull
I've
emoji,
it's completely
skull emoji,
derailed me.
Skull emoji, skull emoji, skull emoji, skull emoji, skull emoji, skull emoji, skull emoji.
Oh my God,
skull emoji,
end already.
Skull emoji, skull emoji, skull emoji, skull
Fucking
emoji,
Christ.
skull emoji, 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 skull emoji.
Why does it
skull
do it
emoji,
like that?
Skull emoji,
God damn it,
skull
Brian.
emoji, skull 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 emoji.
Oh, thank God it ended. Thank you for the 1355. I'm guessing that was in pounds again. Appreciate that. Yeah, and during the behind the scenes streams, that's correct, Thomas. It seems that you are the only one who donates during those specifically. No, don't distract me more. That's why I'm taking it offline. It's literally the reason I'm taking it offline. I will ban emojis in the text chat. Because that's too much. That's overkill. Yeah, Vermin does. Yeah, well, like, it's basically Thomas, Vermin, and Scully. Those are like the top three. And then JL with the bits. And that's it. Well, and Dan occasionally. Duncan occasionally. But, you know. That's 6 people out of 25,000 subscribers. Like, that is not a very good ratio. That isn't even that's a fraction of a percent of my total viewership. And not to mention, hardly anybody comes here. I mean, across both platforms right now, we have 19 people. You know, it's great. Hi, that's a classroom full of people, but I don't want a classroom full of people. I want a fucking stadium. So we got to step up our game. So, yeah, we're going to do that. I know you. I mentioned you, Dan. I literally just mentioned you, but thank you. Yes, appreciate it. I did not leave you out. I mentioned you specifically by name. I singled you out and pointed at you. Wow. Here, we'll turn all the ands into ampersands. Yeah. Okay, that should do it. Huh? Maybe you come to these to chat. Oh, well, see ya. What? Okay. Well, I mean, I'm still going to do chillin' chats. I'm just not going to do the behind-the-scenes stuff. That's all. Don't take it personally. It's not you. I appreciate you. I enjoy chatting with you. Yeah, but I mean, like I said, I mean, you two are like two of the handful of people that still contribute, and I got to be realistic. I'm making a living here, you know. I got to go where the money is, and the money is not in these streams. It's as simple as that. Like it's nothing personal. Anyway. I gave this a lot of thought. I've thought about it over a long period of time. And I mean, it's going to be for the best, you know? Why did that not go through on YouTube? Chat box, man. Take that one off. No? Okay. Should go. Casper hits 4K soon. Yeah, I heard about that. Who's putting it out? Isn't that Umbrella? I think it's Umbrella. For the most part, we can still trust the boutique labels, although some of them are starting to get AI-enhanced transfers from the studios. It does, though. The other ones do. It's not in Twitch chat. It's in Streamlabs. It should go to both. Most of the others do. Oh, hang it. Actually, hold on. I might need to... Greetings, Brian. So for anyone asking why, I think I can just type it in there. Nope. Hey, thanks, D-Man David. Oh, geez. Okay, it did it
Man
like
David
that.
22 donated $5. Wish it was more man.
Wish it was more man. More manly. That's okay. Never beat yourself up for the amount of a donation. I appreciate every penny. And it all helps. Every single penny helps. So thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I just wish it didn't do that goddamn wrench. That's another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at some other themes and see if we can get a chat box that isn't so fucking broken. See if we can get a donation goal that isn't so fucking broken. Yeah. You sense the theme here? Things are fucking broken. There we go. There you go. Nice even amount of $151 and $448. Jesus. Wish I could do now, but I'm not working out. Wow, dude, you absolutely have nothing to apologize for, JL. You contribute more than probably anybody else in the entirety of existence of this stream. So you have nothing to apologize for, dude. You drop so much on this stream, despite all the shit I give you. And, I really appreciate it. And generally, I only give you shit because I care. It was like, turn off the emote, turn off the icons. And it just doesn't seem to work anymore. I have all the same boxes unchecked to turn that shit off, and it's still like, wrench. Like, yeah. Huh? Now, I don't like him as a person. The latest Mission Impossible. It may be not all a fictional film if you know your stuff about AI. Well, I'm literally never going to watch those, so, Check. Yes, please. Is there a way I can make the wrench bigger? Like, what even are these icons? This little check mark? Verified. Okay. And moderator. It's a moderator one. All right. Well, no. Get that out of the way here. Let me just look here. Chat box. Shit! Gonna get Sean started on Tom Cruise again tonight. I made that mistake last week. No, I won't. Disable message animations. Yeah, no. Okay, turning off moderator badges. Turning off subscriber badges. Turning off everything. Here, I'll even turn off all the enhanced emotes. Okay, crown. I watched the first 2 episodes of Voltron. I'll do more tomorrow to catch up. All right. Well, I mean, you got until, if you wanted to catch up and join the screenings, you got until Thursday. So you got lots of time still. You got like 4 days. Well, 3 days. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So yeah, we've watched the first 10 episodes of Voltron and the first 10 episodes of Go Lion. So we go back and forth. We'll watch like a Voltron and then the corresponding Go Lion episode, and then back to Voltron, back to Go Lion, and so on. So that way, we can immediately see what the changes are, because the Voltron version is still fresh in our minds. Leave it to YouTube to fuck it up. Yeah, I don't even know. How about here? Blah on Twitch. Yeah, it's fine on Twitch. Is there a YouTube setting? Better TTV settings. Okay. The fuck is an emote modifier? How about no, since we never use those anyway? Turn off autocomplete. There actually are some YouTube-specific chat settings here. I'm just seeing. Okay. Yeah, don't worry about it, dude. I know. Like I said, nobody needs to apologize for not being able to contribute, and nobody needs to feel bad if they, only contribute $1 or something. Like, it's all good, guys. It's just, it is what it is. This isn't a slight against anyone here. It's just simply an analysis of how things have been going and trying to make things improve, So, all right, let's try this again. I turned some things off. Blah. Oh, my fucking Christ. I can turn everything off. Just turn it all off. Oh, what's this? Reactions? Turn that off. Blah. No, that can't be it because, yeah, no, it's something else. All right, I turned all the better TTV settings off for YouTube. Oh, for fuck's sake. I've literally turned everything off. There's no more settings for me to disable. It's all off. Anyway, speaking of emotes, there you might notice a few new ones. I may have added some. And greetings, Jonkler. Huh? Interview that really annoy you. Why are you still talking about Tom Cruise? Didn't we just have this conversation? And it's not the distraction rabbit hole. I'm trying to fix the chat box. This is essential to the smooth operation of the stream. And greetings, Wolfden. How's it going? Oh, all right. Let's get back to it. So, we're going to the Norwegian base. It looks like, now we went through and took all the breaks out and everything, so I think as long as this is like just kind of constant gameplay, we should be okay. Kind of want to get to the end of the, this section if we can. We gotta go. Oh, okay, this way. There we go. Oh, right. Actually, maybe that's something we should do is go through and find where the sort of chapter breaks are, and then we can, because those make for kind of a more natural break point for the episodes. Sorry, just rebooting the capture card there. There we go. Yeah, see, in this case, what you're seeing is going through the capture card as opposed to when I'm on the main PC and it's just on there. Like when we're editing regular YouTube videos, we edit them on the main PC. When we're editing gaming videos, we edit them on the gaming PC. The idea is so I can have like a batch of gaming videos rendering on the one computer while I'm working on other videos on the other computer. See, that's something we haven't even done yet because I'm too busy streaming. So Yeah, expect a lot of videos coming your way in the next few months, right through Halloween. Oh, you did post them. Okay, I wasn't sure if you'd noticed them yet. Yes. There we go. Excellent. Thank you. It took me so long to find that Vermin Art one, the cartoon one, because I remember he made it for me like fucking 8 years ago. And I just never used it. I couldn't think of a place to use it. But it's supposed to be several short animations, but that was a big assembly of the whole thing. It just makes it like this big long dance sequence, which honestly I think is fine. It just like looks like I'm busting a move. So it's like almost like a chubby chibi version of me. As opposed to my usual slim and trim self, right? I'm just so skinny and sexy, what can I say? Ow. As my face seizes up. It's like Johnny Bravo. No, that's Shawnee Bravo. Hee hee. So there you go. So we're starting to get some more custom emotes going. Little gifts for... I forget. Are they sub emote? No, they're not sub emotes. I don't even remember what they are. For something. How do you get those? I don't remember. I just put them all in the animated emote slot. Is that for subs? As opposed to DOMs? Yeah, I think it's subscription emotes. So if you subscribe, you can have access to all of those. And I'm adding more. More. So much more. So I'm just kind of going through and seeing what we can do. That's great. That works pretty well. The dancing one looped really well. Oh, I know. I am very aware, Kralatin. I looked at all of it today. I know I can add more, but I don't just want to add anything. I want it to be something special and personal and fun. So, and not copyrighted. I'm so fucking hungry. Well, hopefully we pull into enough tonight that maybe I can get Rosie's yearbook, and we can also get some food. Let me just take a little peek here. There we go. You guys can't see that. Sneaky. So sneaky. Sneaky weaky. All right. Well, we're getting there. We're getting there. Still a ways to go. But yeah, so it's the last night for the goal over my head here. We'll be resetting it tomorrow. So if you want to be the hero of the week, now's your chance. It all goes right back into the show. All of it goes back into the show in some form. All right. So, are we still at the Norwegian base? What's going on here? Okay. It's only 30 minutes. We need at least another 15 minutes. Oh, wait a second here. Oh, what do we got? We got a cinematic here. Is this a break?
Stove room? What? Stove room.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there
There
it
we
is.
go.
Blake,
There's Pierce.
where'd you come from?
I received some partial transmissions from Pierce. It sounded like there was a problem.
No, Pierce.
Shit, you got
great.
that right. We got ambushed by these things. I don't know where they came from, man. Everybody lost it. The squad split up.
Have you talked to Pierce?
I got part of a radio message from him. He said he was at the north section of the base. He was talking some medical mumbo shit. He said he wanted to talk to the colonel.
The colonel hasn't contacted you?
Man, I haven't heard shit from anyone.
Let me try my radio. Blake to Colonel Whitley, do you read? Blake to Colonel Whitley, urgent. All right, let's head north and get Pierce.
I gotta say, I thought the voice acting in this was pretty good. It was definitely above average for the era, I feel. We were finally starting to get out of that era where I remember when like CD-ROM first started and they would have voices and you could tell it was just the programmers doing the lines because the acting was non-existent. The delivery was flat and lifeless and stilted. But this is when the games started to get actual proper voice actors to do. And it makes such a difference. It really does. But yeah, they would have that sort of, I don't know how to describe it. There's like a certain quality of dramatic line delivery that only Uber nerds do. And they're very invested and very emotional in their delivery, but it's just all wrong somehow. It just comes off very, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. But when you hear it, you know, it's like, yeah, that, like what that guy's doing. And it's just like awkward and strange and off-putting slightly, but I don't, this is, yeah, that's a good way of putting it. The wrong texture in the voice. But like you hear that, like when he's talking to the guy and he's like, I don't know, these things came in, and he's just like, and Blake's just like taking in the information, and then he's like, all right, let me try my radio. And he's just like, it's just such a natural kind of like thing, like how it, the interplay is, and the I don't know, the delivery, I guess. But yeah, so if you've been like, if you ever played any of those old CD-ROM games, you absolutely know what I'm talking about, because they were not actors in those early games. They were just riding the trend and trying to get product out because it was the big new thing, having video and digitized voices in your, you know, everything was a multimedia extravaganza, but none of them yet had budgets big enough to hire real actors, I guess. They were still all pretty low budget affairs. But because at that time we were coming out of the era of, you know, 1 or 2 person teams, you know, largely programmed by a guy in his bathrobe in his garage or something, you know. There weren't real game studios yet, at least not anything like there are now. It was mostly people working out of their homes and, you know, meeting up on weekends and stuff to hash things out. But to over 100 to then 1,000. Oh, to the, like the cruise. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, now it's like you look at the credits at the end of a AAA game and it just goes on for days. Like there's so many people. It's got like an equivalent list of crew to a big Hollywood movie, you know, and a lot of them are treated just like a big Hollywood production. You know, there's really, you know, a lot of them even have big Hollywood actors in them. So I remember when Grand Theft Auto Vice City came out, and it was just mind-blowing to me how many like A-list actors were in that game. Couldn't believe it. I think the first one I remember seeing that had a lot of A-listers, still in the 90s CD-ROM era, but very ahead of the curve, was the Wing Commander games, like Wing Commander 3 and 4. So they had, I mean, you recognize everybody in it. Like, it's like, oh, that guy. Like, there's a lot of character actors in it, and there's a lot of big names like fucking Mark Hamill, Malcolm McDowell, John Rhys Davies. You know, it just goes on and on. Even former porn star Ginger Lynn Allen as your mechanic. You know, like, it's crazy. But yeah, so this was kind of right on the cusp of that. But yeah, and in this case, they got William B. Davis to play Whitley, I think it was. Yeah. Whoa! Holy shit balls, Batman! Well, that came out of no...
Pudgy Goat Smack Quacker has just tipped $151.
Fudgy Pudgy Goat Smack Whacker. Well, I think we all know who that was. The man, the myth, the legend, the great Hobbit hookaboner himself. I think he was trying to max out the goal but there was like pennies left. That, yeah. How much actually was there? That's wow. Holy shit, dude. Thank you so much. That's amazing. Making it epic. Crying, oh, it's Hobbit hookaboner. Well, yeah, of course. Had to do 152. Well, yeah. I think we can let the errant dollar, well, fraction of a dollar go. That's okay. And just like that, 99% weekly goal has been reached as far as I'm concerned. So anything from this point on is a bonus. Thank you so much. I'm going to get that moving right away so we can get Rose her yearbook, first and foremost. Yeah, it's literally 44 cents left. I don't know if we can get that, guys. That's a lot of scratch. That 44 cents. It's crazy. Undefined zero. Oh, hold on a second. If I do this, will it tell us the actual cents? Yeah, 44 cents. Whew, I know. That's way out there. Oh, good morning again, Duncan. Sinus is all cleared out now? And a sub from Duncan. Yeah, like, this is what happens. I say, like, I'm never doing this again because nobody donates. And then, of course, then everybody just comes out of the woodwork and donates. It's like, where were you all this time? Anyway, thank you very much for that, guys. But no, I mean, it's also the fact that I just want to kind of shift the focus of the streams to more just kind of hanging out and having a good time, which I think is really what everybody would prefer anyway. Like, I know there's obviously fans of this type of content. There's fans of every type of content, and I get that. But the thing is, I got to go, like I said, I got to go with the numbers. I got to go where the people are. And the fact of the matter is just not as many people come to these streams as do, you know, a chill and chat. People love a chill and chat. Just come in, shoot the shit about whatever for a few hours. Maybe we'll look at some YouTube and silly stuff on the internet, and just talk about geeky things. Or games. You know, people enjoy watching games. So, more so on the streams than in the videos, it seems, but whatever. I enjoy putting these together, so fuck it. Yes, Great Hobbit Hookaboner came in and saved the day. Thank you so much, dude. Really appreciate that. You are a gentleman among hobbits. Where am I going here? Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, we should still be able to get it in the bank for tomorrow. Let me just get everything moving here. This will just take me a minute here, guys. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves. Here, I'll just go here, and then it's easier. Hi. Like the Batman shirt? I haven't worn this one for a while. It's issue... Where is it? Where did I put the issue? There. Issue 241 from May. No idea what year. Sometime in the 70s, judging from the art style. Good old Bronze Age Batman. That's some good shit. DC's starting to do their own sort of style of epic collections. that cover, full runs of different characters. And they do actually have a Bronze Age Batman collection that they're starting as well. I'd really like to get that. But they're doing it like the Epic collections, where it's basically they're covering like the early days through to, I guess, the 90s. So those are going to be bigger collections because DC was around a lot longer than Marvel. But should be cool. I look forward to it. There's a few I'd like to get. Holy moly, it just keeps going. Have more than lake food.
Large 6,502 donated $20. Have more than lake food.
Yes, we're practicing for the apocalypse, seeing what kind of wild food is in our vicinity. So, yeah. So, I mean, Rose found something we could potentially live on. I don't know how many are there, but I mean, as long as we don't eat the entire population. But yeah, no, that's awesome. I gotta ask her about that, actually. I gotta ask her how that was. Thank you so much, Duncan. Well, now we've definitely hit the goal. That's awesome. Week 1 has been a success. And she's talking about, we'll get her review in a moment here. Oh, by the way, Rose, Lynn stopped by and dropped off your stuff. I assume you saw it there. Okay. Never mind then. Near mind. Near mind. Wow, Great British Pounds is 78 cents on the dollar in Canadian. So for every pound we get $1.78 Canadian. It's crazy. Quite an exchange rate. Apparently your guys' economy is doing gangbusters over there. At least compared to over here. But we're just the lowly colonists over here. What do we know? Oh, that's not correct. Hold on. Well, no, it's correct that we're colonists, but I mean, it's not. I was converting the wrong currency. Trying to convert Canadian to Canadian. It's like, why is the exchange rate 0? Madness. Oh, thank fucking God. We are going shopping tomorrow. Holy shit. We are getting food. Thank you so much, guys. All right, money is on its way. We will eat tomorrow. Huzzah. Huzzah. The pound always had the most worth in the West, somehow. Yes. 107%. Excellent. We turn this ever so slightly. There, you can see it a little better now. There we go. It might look good. The problem is the greedy food corporations keep upping the food pricings to where it doesn't equal out. That's a very good point. Yeah, that's a very valid point. That's the whole thing. It's like, well, raise our wages. Okay, and then they'll just raise the prices of food more. So you'll still be shit out of luck. It's like, yeah, that's what I keep saying. Like, the system is so broken and so rigged against us, the people. And it shouldn't be like that. The system should be working for the people. The system should benefit all of the people. So we don't have to worry about our basic living needs and can actually focus on becoming a better society. Just a thought. Let's get all Star Trek up in this biatch. That's what I'm saying. We only rely on money because we all agreed on that system. You know, we could just agree on a new system.
Thomas Wright _
Holy
donated
moly.
$5. Good to see people
He's
have actually
back.
donated besides myself and the few regulars. The only way this last behind the scenes makes sense to me is it's like pruning a plant for more growth, in this case the growth being money. This is likely my last donation too.
Oh, like ever? Why? I'm still going to do chillin' chats and gaming. See, by taking the production process offline, I can make more videos. I can make more frequent videos. I can make higher quality videos because I'll be able to focus more on them. You know what I mean? So, anyway, I'm sorry you feel that way. Anyway, I will be back. I'm just going to have a quick break. Enjoy some clips. And by the way, I didn't say that I couldn't make an exception for package openings. That's different. I'm talking regular videos. Just to be clear.
Fuck off. Everything fuck off. See that?
Make your browser fast.
I didn't even mean to play anything when I came in. Fuck off. Everything fuck off.
What are you crinkling?
My mouth is full. Give me a second.
It is full of whatever came from whence the crinkling. It sounded like a fart. It's someone just fart. Oh, it was the trumpet. Chun-Li, a video game character with a video game on her back, playing a video game. There you go. It's very dystopian.
Light side quest.
What the fuck, JL? Ryan says, my wife would be upset. JL says, shoot her.
The fuck?
Ryan says, I'm not going to shoot my wife, JL.
What the fuck?
That was a very inappropriate place for a Jurassic Park quote, I'm just going to say. It goes really well with this chair squeaking. we just ended up in like a horror house nursery of doom and hell. And it goes really well with this horrifying Mad Max moment. Of course we have. Rubber ducky, you're my friend. Oh, hey, Scrap. What Latin said was, Jesus, fuck. So, I'm just going to take that as his blanket response to everything I've been saying until he says something else. So just imagine Kurlatin exclaiming, Jesus, fuck, after everything I just said. For like the past 10 minutes. Having pasta and cheese. Jesus, fuck. Cheese was on sale. It was like half price for the good stuff. Jesus, fuck. What is this delicious sauce? Oh, wait a minute. I know that flavor. Ketchup. Jesus, fuck. So it has the sprinting and mantling and stuff, so, you know.
Like there's...
Yeah, has the sprinting and mantling and stuff. Why are there still people here at 10:30? Hold on. I have to. I don't even know if she's anywhere near her messaging. Yeah. Where am I? Right. Okay. Hold on. Oh, okay. Duncan says, regarding the UK economy. Well, first, Kurlatin said, yeah, the UK is struggling almost as much as the US right now, economy-wise. LOL! Great. Glad you find our global struggle so hilarious, Kurlatin. And then he says, Duncan says, electric is 4 to 5 times the price you have over there. Yikes. Oh, electric. That's right. I remember, what the hell was it? Was it in the winter? Last winter? You were really, like, scrimping and scrounging to save, like, as many pennies are, well, yeah, I guess it's still pennies over there. Anyway, pence, as many pences as you could just on your electric, finding ways like, well, if I turn the, what was it? No, it was the outlet. Yeah, you had an outlet that was controlled by a switch. I have one of those too. And I might have a couple of them. But anyway, you said that if something's plugged in and the outlet is turned on, even if the device that's plugged into it is turned off, it still draws a certain amount of power. Not a ton, but enough that it was making a difference on your electric bill. So you would turn that outlet off every night to save those few cents, you know. and anything else. Like, one of the things I did ages ago is I switched all my lights to fluorescent ones, and that alone made a massive difference in my power bill. Having these two beasts running all the time definitely impacts it, and we have an air conditioner now, so that impacts it. And might I add, thank God we have that air conditioner, because it's the heat of summer has already started. It was like just awful today, like muggy, and it's not like super bad, but I mean it has begun. So I had the air conditioning on last night and let it run all through today. And all right, hold on. They're being way too fucking loud. Thank you. Got her. She got the message and passed it along. Yeah. Yeah, let's see here. Pensioners no longer have heating bill assistance in the winter. Oh. Well, that fucking sucks. Petrol and diesel prices are the highest in Europe. Yeah. That seems to be everywhere. The gas is outrageous here, too. Times like this, I'm glad I don't drive. Honestly, I would not be able to afford to maintain the car and gas and everything. Hello, Andy Kishore. It wasn't that hot in your area. Well, must be nice. Unions are always striking. The doctors are striking again as they want more money. Yeah, I think our postal service might be going on strike again. Or went on strike. I don't know. I just gave up trying to follow all of it. The doctors are striking again as they want more money several months after they got the last deal. Oh, great. Nobody fixes potholes anymore. It costs too much. Yeah. That's your tax dollars pay for that. Oh, and no company wants to empty anyone. However, Starmer still gets his glasses for free. And then, oh, not this music. Well, yes, it's the standard break time music. I put it over the clips just to have a little bit of silliness. I have my toast and Marmite. I read that as manure at first, and I thought, wow, that does not sound good. You must be really starving if you're eating manure. All outlets in the UK. Oh, all of them have switches. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Individual switches, only extension leads can have them optionally. Gotcha. The fun thing is when you get a house built by idiots who wire the switch wrong so it doesn't actually switch the socket off correctly. That's why in Little, you sometimes find socket testers that check the wiring. I see. Now, is a socket tester a profession or a device? I'm guessing it's a device that you can check. But, well, all right. So things are tough all over. Well, then, doubly and triply and quadruply thank you to everyone who contributes to the stream, because I'm sure many would consider me to be a luxury expense. And I appreciate that. But your luxury is my necessity. I rely on you guys to literally to live. So thank you. And that's only going to be, I'm getting a little panicky about it, and that's why I'm really trying to step things up, because I don't know how much longer the benefits will be lasting with Rose. The child benefits? Yeah, because she's almost not a child anymore. So, yeah. It's a device that checks the polarity. Well, I know what a socket testing device is, but, I meant no employer wants to employ anyone. Got you. The government increased the national insurance for everyone, which means employers must pay more tax per employee. Oh, I see. National insurance pays for the NHS. It's what you'll know as Social Security, I guess. Sort of. In our cases, our taxes pay for our health insurance. Or if we make above a certain amount, then we pay, a small monthly fee. But it's based on income. So if you're below a certain threshold of income, then you don't pay anything. If you cross that threshold, then you pay, an incremental amount based on how much you earn. So I guess taxes and rich people pay for healthcare here for everybody in Canada. Yes, we actually charge the rich for stuff. We tax the shit out of them. Not as much as we probably should, but definitely more than they get taxed in the U.S. So same here in the U.S. It's our taxes that pay for it. That pay for what? What are you talking about? For healthcare? But you don't have healthcare. You have health insurance that you pay for. And that's what's wrong. And the poor just end up not getting healthcare because they can't afford it. Or they pay for it, but they can never use it. And then and that's all just a big fucking scam because it's all privatized and they just deny your claim anyway. So like, what the hell are you even paying for? But then you're required to get it. God, you guys are just getting absolutely fleeced down there by your own government. It's really quite sad. I feel bad for all of you. And there's so many people that are just so brainwashed to think that that is normal and that that is preferable. And it's like, really, it really isn't. If it's preferable, then why are you literally the only country in the entire world that has a system like that? It is not the superior system at all. Ours works similar. You pay some NI from your pay packet, but the employer must contribute the same amount. Okay, 50% by you, 50% by your boss. But as it's higher now, it makes employees more expensive. Yeah, see, what we have here, we do have health insurance, but it's not mandatory because the provincial health care covers all the basic stuff. The only thing it doesn't cover is optical and dental. So one thing that employers will offer here is they'll have a deal with a health insurance company where you can get health insurance through the company that will cover at least a good chunk of the cost of optical and dental stuff. So it takes the edge off it. So you're not paying much. You're paying a little bit. Like, I think when I got my glasses originally, the examination was free. That was covered by the health insurance. And then, I mean, even then, normally, like, if you pay out of pocket, it's, I think, like $100 or less for the exam. And then the glasses, I didn't know about all those much cheaper glasses places where you can order like 2 for the price of 1 online and stuff like that. Yeah, whenever I get around to upgrading these, I will be taking advantage of some, better deals. So I just bought them from the place where we got the, for both Rose and I, we went at the same time. I just bought our glasses from the place where we got the eye exam. What I didn't realize is those are all like fucking premium frames and cost like an arm and a leg. So I think these frames were like $400 or something ridiculous like that. The health insurance covered half of it, so I had to pay like $200 out of pocket. Yeah, the ease with which these broke really does not feel like I got my $400 worth out of them. So we're gonna go with the cheaper place next time. Then if they break, it won't cost so much to replace them. So, but I need to get a new eye exam first. It's the only reason I haven't done it is because I just haven't gone yet. Rose got a new exam, but when we don't have the money for the glasses. So, yeah. Same here. NHS doesn't make everything free. Dentists and opticians you pay for, but it is far less than if you went private. Yeah, see, there you go. So even paying out of pocket, it's still less than you would be paying in the US. So, yeah, really sucks for you guys, honestly. And there's been so much propaganda, so much like anti universal healthcare propaganda, likely being spread by the health insurance companies or people who are, have in their pocket. So, yeah, don't believe a word of it. You do not have the superior system. You really don't. So, that's that. Hopefully, all of that will change. It's nice to see all the protests lately. Glad to see the people finally saying, hey, wait a minute. This is kind of fucked up. We should probably say something about that. And, yeah, it's good. Glad to see that. Take back your country. All right, so let's move this. So this is too short to have as one episode. That would just be like, well, I don't know. We'll see. Let's see if we can find where the okay, blood test hypos. Yeah, so this is getting into all the stuff that wait a minute. Rescue Alpha Team. See where we're at about the half-hour mark, because that'll make the episode about an hour long. I don't know. Looking for the next sort of little cinematic moment here. You are dead. Okay, and we're just chit-chatting. Hold on. All right, we got to check the chit-chat here. How long does this go for? Oh, not that long. A couple minutes. And, I mean, the chit-chat's okay if I'm talking about the game, obviously, so. All right, have a good one, Duncan. Thanks again for the dono there. Really appreciate that. That will be helping out with the groceries tomorrow, I think. So, yeah. As David says, wish I knew what that was like. Yeah, you and a lot of people, I'm sure. I mean, we've been denied root canals and crowns by these fucks. Oh, I know. I remember when Stoudman had to get a root canal. It took him months to even, like, first to deal with the health insurance company and get approved for, getting his teeth fixed. And then just trying to get a doctor, like trying to get a dentist appointment. Took forever. I couldn't believe it. Like, yeah, you hear those horror stories about, oh, you gotta wait months to get into the doctor in Canada. No, you don't. You really don't. We have walk-in clinics. You just walk in off the street. Don't even need an appointment. You might have to wait a couple hours because they're quite popular. I think the most we ever had to wait to get into a walk-in clinic was about 3 hours. And it's located right in the heart of the city, so we just went and did some shopping for a bit and then came back. You show them your health card. So here's our health insurance, or here's our our health card thing. And they're like, okay, cool. And then they keep you on file. So if you've been there before, you don't even need to show your card. They just know who you are. They just look you up. And then you just wait. And you go in and see a doctor. He checks you over and says, yep, you're dying. I'm like, okay, cool. Just checking. And then you go on with your day. I mean, the one story I always love to tell is when Rosie fell and bashed her head on the corner of the wall, and we had to go to the hospital, and she had to get stitches. Yeah, so stitches, anesthetic. Didn't cost anything. And they paid for our cab ride home. So anybody who tells you the Canadian healthcare is shit is full of shit and really doesn't know what they're talking about. They are believing and spreading propaganda from your health insurance companies. So, yeah, anybody who tells you that is, well, wrong. Very wrong. I wouldn't. That's one of the main reasons I would never leave Canada, because I would only go if I was going to leave and move to another country. I would only move to another country that had the same or a similar kind of healthcare system, because it's invaluable. You never know when you're going to need something, So it's ridiculous. As Duncan says, my cousin has a sprained foot. She is hobbling to the walk-in when she goes on lunch. Yeah, see? There you go. So she walks in, sits there for, an hour or two waiting to get in, and then comes back with some free crutches. What was it? David says, I've been denied root canals and crowns by these fucks and make appeals, and some work, some don't. Thinking of going to Thailand for dental work. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people do. I'm sure a lot of people just go to another fucking country. A plane ticket, stay, food, and all work is cheaper than the fucking work here. Yeah, I totally believe that. You guys just get gouged. I mean, people literally get run into bankruptcy where they have to sell their fucking house because they can't pay their medical bills. Like, that is a broken system. Nobody should have to struggle to just stay alive. And the thing that gets me about that is the whole basis of capitalism is having the little guy doing all the work to make the rich guy rich. So what do you not think that it would be in the rich person's best interest to do everything in their power to keep the little guy alive so he can keep working? Like, the system doesn't even support itself. You got people dying left and right because they can't afford health care. Guess what? Dead people can't work. That's less people to make you money, billionaires and CEOs. Is that what you want? Because that's what happens with that system. So, just one of the many ways in which the system is broken. Broken as fuck. How is this? My car accident this year, riding in the ambulance, literally 2 minutes down the block, getting all the tests and medications. $40,000? Fully expecting to be kicked off your healthcare next year. Yeah, or have your premiums jacked up through the stratosphere. Wow, that is crazy. $40,000. That's like 2 years' salary at my old job. Never mind rent and food and, living. That's incredible. I had a mysterious rash all up my sides and under my arms. Went to the walk-in because became a show and tell between the nurses and doctors. Left with a prescription for antibiotics and steroid cream, which made my arms all nice and baby soft. Well, there you go. Isn't that a lovely story? And you got to be put on display like a circus freak for a little bit. Like, hey, you were the star of the show. That's funny. So what all happened here? So I just opened the door and died. Oh, I think I know what part this is. Is this that? Yeah, it's that room. Yeah. Okay. I know exactly where we are. Oh my god, I'm just getting annihilated. Yeah, see, I didn't realize there's a monster. There's a monster generator in that room. I had to go in and destroy that to make them stop coming out. Oh, I think
I think that might be like a generator in there that we have to destroy.
Yeah. That's too funny. Let me just see what I say here.
I remember this part. Look at those blood splatters, man.
Yeah, that's way more detail
That's
than
a
was in the
huge
original. Yeah.
Addition. Look at that. You had nowhere near that detail of like blood splashes in the original. That's pretty impressive.
We'll just shorten this a bit.
Splashes in the original. That's pretty impressive.
Oh, this is the wrong keyboard. Hold on. You guys can't see. Here, let me show you what I'm working with here. So this is why I get confused, because I have two keyboards which are identical. Slightly. They actually do have slightly different light patterning on them. So this one is still the default. It like just fires lasers of light across the thing. Pretty neat, eh? You see that? Yeah. Here, if we go here, you can see a little better. Q, 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 Q. Now, fuck off with your sticky keys. No, I don't ever want sticky keys. Nobody wants sticky keys. Ever. Why is that even a thing that exists? It's just annoying. Anyway, so we got that. Then this one, it just kind of, it like glows, and then it just kind of while you're hitting it. But yeah. And that's it. That's basically all I wanted to say. So I just have, and the mice, I actually intentionally got two slightly different mice, so that just by feeling them, I could tell which was which. So the main work computer. What? There. Okay. I don't know what's going on there. So the main work computer, they're both Razer. So this one is the Razer Mamba Elite. Quite nice. Pretty lights. And then this is the Razer Basilisk version 3, which is a little more ergonomic for, for gaming and stuff. And it has the buttons. I think it has, does that have more buttons? No, actually about the same number of buttons on both of them. Maybe does this have one more? Yeah, this actually does have an additional button, which, of course, the buttons are programmable. In fact, I did that with this game. I programmed the buttons to make the weapon select a little easier. I also did it with Dead Space to make the telekinesis and stasis a little easier. So it definitely helped. Yeah, if you got a gaming mouse and you're using it for gaming, take advantage of those buttons. But then there's, of course, the ones with, like, just an entire keypad's worth of buttons on the side. God, 11 o'clock, eh? I don't know how long I'm going to be able to stay awake today, but... All right. Hello? There, okay.
I mean, at this stage, we might as well just restart the level. We didn't really get very far.
Okay, let's see where this, if we do a restart, let's see where this one starts. And this might be a good place to put the episode break. Because,
level, we didn't really get very far. I remember this part. It's essentially a gauntlet
That's why I looked out the window, because I know that's where like a million things are going to be coming from at some point. So I wasn't sure. I couldn't remember what the trigger was to kind of set them off.
Remember this part.
By the way, I did a couple test shots today using the 8K mode. So 8K, and I did it at 24 frames per second. Now, you know, 24 frames per second tends to be a little juddery. Well, this seemed really juddery, so I don't know.
It's essentially a gauntlet.
I don't know if we're going to actually use that mode. I could bump it up to 30, but then we lose the kind of filmic look, which is why I wanted to do 24. The other thing was, I tried playing the files that the camera recorded in VLC Player, the 8K files, and VLC Player just shit the bed. Like, it just did not know how to deal with them. I'm like, really? It's just a video file. It's all the same codecs and everything as the other video files. It's just bigger. But yeah, it just couldn't handle it. So I thought, that kind of makes it useless. But I brought it into Vegas, and Vegas was able to like watch it and scrub it without any problems.
I remember I almost had it down to a...
It was so it's perfectly possible to edit with it, and I tried a couple of like digital zooms just to kind of see, and it looked pretty good. And yeah, but I don't know. I mean, you see how much we're struggling just with the 4K gaming footage here. I think it's partially because I used HEVC for them. So I'm probably going to re-encode with other game streams. I'm going to re-encode them in X or H.264 instead. And I think that will be a little friendlier in Vegas.
I remember I almost had it down to a science. There was a particular order you wanted to kind of trigger each phase of it so that you wouldn't get completely overwhelmed. And I think that was one of them, was to open that door first, take care of those guys first, before the real onslaught begins.
What are we doing here anyway?
Oh, Pace is still alive.
Onslaught begins.
What are we doing here anyway?
Okay, you finally available? Yes.
Oh,
I've been waiting. Yeah.
Sorry, what's up?
No, it's just you try not to have guests past 10. It would be appreciated. Thank you. But anyway, we got a big fat juicy dono from Great Hobbit Hook a Boner, so we can get your yearbook tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. And shopping.
Okay. I'll need 60 so I can take it out of the ATM. Because they don't have it on their website.
Actually, you might not be able to get it tomorrow. It might not come in time. It's after 9 when I move the transfers, so it'll probably come in after like around 5.
Okay, well I can just ask them and be like, hey, can you set aside a yearbook for me? I can pay for it tomorrow.
Perfect. There.
Should be fine.
So yes. See,
I'm a grad. I hold priority.
I even added it into as the top priority in the dono goal. So.
Oh.
So thank them.
Thank you.
They made it happen.
Yeah. So apparently, when I walked Kingston out, I just we ran into Lynn because Lynn was down in the lobby going through the newspapers.
Yeah.
Like a little old lady, and and they were saying that they were looking for this article part called Beef and Bouquets.
Okay.
Where you can email in either stuff you hate about, like something you really want to complain about, which is beef, or bouquets, which is just something lovely and sweet you want to say.
Oh, beef, as in you have beef with something. Yeah.
And there was this one where it was like, to the people that honked at the so there's like this 70-year-old and his 100-year-old mother going on a trip, and their car broke down. And somebody drove by, instead of helping, honked at them. And so she was like, to whoever honked at the sweet little old people whose car broke down on the side of blah 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 blah.
Whatever road it was.
Whatever road. It was like somewhere like up island. But anyways, she was like, I hope you know that they were going to help a family member that was in a dire medical emergency.
Oh, lovely.
Yep.
Good.
So there's that one. And then there's a bouquet, which is the really sweet ones. And it was like, I'm thankful that my husband knows when I need a nap, even when I'm too tired to realize it. That's one of the many ways he takes care of me.
Aww.
And I was like, oh.
So it's just really wholesome stuff.
It's either really wholesome or like the locals complaining about something.
It sounds like Cheers and Jeers, which was a segment in TV Guide where it would be like cheers for like good things, jeers for bad things.
Yeah.
But it was like TV show related. But there was another thing on like Craigslist. They have like I think it's a rants and raves sections or something. It was the same idea where it's like if it's a rant, it's something you're pissed off
or
about.
You're raving about
if it's
something.
a rave, you're like, you know, good job, awesome, wholesome story or whatever. So.
Cool.
Okay, I'm fine.
Anyways, I'm going to bed.
Okay, good night,
I
sweetie.
got some quality cuddles and I'm very happy.
Good.
What are you whining about?
I don't know.
One of them was whining. Oh, this church is in the door.
Oh.
They're whiny. Oh, stop it. Stop. Stop it.
So, yeah, so should be able to get yearbook and food. Oh, hi. Hello. How you doing, buddy? I see one single claw sticking out. Yes. I gave him scritches earlier, and then he like went and then I just got like drool all over me. Why are you so drooly? You're such a drooly boy. Yeah, you're such a drooly boy.
You wanted to drool on me?
Yeah, you drool on mommy.
He drooled on my bed earlier because I put treats on my bed.
Oh. Oh yeah, he came over when I was making the tuna.
Yeah.
I put a little in the bowl so he could lick the bowl. So it was one of the little cans. It was the one that was in olive oil, so it was a little milder. The other one's got a little more of a spicy flavor to it. What are you doing?
He just like buried himself in my arm.
I see. He has a claw. Oh. Okay. Well then.
At least he just like puts my wrist in his mouth. He doesn't like bite down as much anymore.
Can I finish my story?
Yes, sir.
Finally, I've been trying to tell it for like 10 minutes.
Yes.
So I put some in a bowl for him. So it was the tuna in olive oil, and then it was with that McDonald's mayonnaise you got.
Yeah.
Which is actually more like Miracle Whip. It's not really mayonnaise.
Yeah.
It's they call it like a mayonnaise-like sauce. so who knows what it really is? Probably monkey cum. But anyway. So I put a little in a bowl for him, and he just like he was like pawing, and he was like looking up at me expectantly and being so good and so like expectant. And I put it in the bowl, and he just like took a little sniff and then just kind of walked away. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. We don't have the good tuna right now. We'll
Broke
get you.
man's tuna right now.
Yeah, it's poor person tuna with poor person mayonnaise. But, yeah. So, I'll get him the good stuff. Well, get me the good stuff, and he gets to lick the bowl.
Yeah.
So, and I leave a couple little big chunks in there for him too, because I'm not a monster.
I'm honestly surprised our cats aren't fat
Why?
because of how much we feed them.
I mean, they feed themselves now, really. I mean, we just have the dispenser and they just take what they want.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, we give them, like, random human food a lot.
Yeah, but cats aren't like dogs. They're like dogs, you put a bowl of food in front of them, they'll just like, they'll just eat the whole thing and, like, lick it clean.
Yeah.
But cats, they don't. They will just eat what they want at the moment and leave the rest.
Wow.
Most of the time. Well, I mean, unless they've been just hungry and sleeping all day or whatever, and they get up hungry, so. But most of the time, like, I'll go over to the food dispenser, and it'll be, like, a long time after it filled up, and there'll still be tons of food left. So
Yeah, we've had it multiple times where we had to put food back.
we had to put food back, yeah, because it was literally getting too full.
It was jamming the dispenser.
So, but I knew that would happen. Like, eventually they would just kind of work out amongst themselves. They would work out their own schedule, eat whenever they want, and that's it. So.
Well, when we first got it, they would, like, barrel to the fucking food dispenser.
Oh, they were, like, almost fighting over it, because, like, one of them would just, like, just, like, eat everything.
And then the other one would basically starve.
Yeah, and then the other one would starve, and then, yeah, but I think eventually it was like Eclipse was just faster, so she was getting to it first.
Eclipse would get to it faster because she's faster than Church, but
Yeah.
Church knew the times.
Yeah.
So Church would sit and wait.
He would
for it
sit
to
and
go
wait.
off.
Yeah.
He'd wait for it to go off, and she would only go over when the thing went off.
Yeah, he'd just kind of walk over and just like loaf, and he'd be just looking at the food dispenser. And this is about 5 minutes before it would go off.
Yeah.
Like he just knows instinctively now when it goes off, which is why we never changed the time, because we wanted them to kind of get in that schedule. So even when we had the time change in spring, we didn't change the time on the dispenser. We left it where it was, because we know a cat, like an animal, doesn't know what the fuck daylight savings time is. They just know it's supposed to be feeding time. So, yeah, word of advice to pet owners. Don't change your pet's feeding schedule just because of daylight savings time. Feed him an hour earlier on your clock, or later was the case, maybe, whatever it is. But
it's the same to them.
It's the same to them. They have no concept of the,
Good job, sweetie.
The human concept of time, or the human construct of time.
Yeah.
They go by, the sun.
Well, with how Church would wait, Eclipse eventually figured out what he was doing, and she does the same sometimes.
So she'll sit and wait. Yeah.
But no, they have their own little system.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've considered removing some of them so that like it didn't overfill as much, but it's very rare that it overfills. So
Yeah.
It's just like,
No, it's fine. Most of the time I see like maybe half a bowl left.
I've seen it like completely full after like a whole day.
Yeah.
But it's just because they've been sleeping all day.
Yeah. But then they'll get up and they're ravenous, and then it'll be gone in like
yeah.
an
So I'll
hour.
usually put like a handful back, and then
Yeah.
leave, like a decent amount for both of them.
Yeah.
Anyways, good night.
Good night. Can I get a hug?
No.
No love for daddy. You have a boyfriend now.
Yes, you can have a hug. It was actually really wholesome. I ran into this guy that we go to school with.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Hey, you're Rose, right? This is at Pride."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Yeah," because I had robotics with him.
Okay.
And I was like, "Yeah, what's up?" And he's like, "You're talking to Kingston, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh, he talks a lot about you." And I'm like, "Aww."
That's good.
Yeah. No. Tegan said that when we get married, she said when.
Uh-huh.
She was like saying that she's going to be bragging a lot.
Bragging? Oh, because she's
the one that set us
the
up.
fixer-upper. Yeah,
Well,
fixer-upper.
like, we had grade 9 robotics together, and I don't know, like, I thought he was a vibe, but, like, I never really had a crush on him until I, like, talked to him at prom and realized that he wasn't, like, entirely autistic.
Yes.
Because, like, I only saw kind of his autistic with his friend's side. I never, like, spoke to him personally.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just, like, so chill, and we were just, like,
Yeah.
and then we hung out the next day, and then we're literally hit it off and then were like flirting the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, good night.
But it was like sweet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very sweet.
He's very chivalrous.
That's good. Anyway,
Night.
I need to try to get some work done tonight. So. Thank you.
Toothpaste. Yes. I never thought I'd be so happy to hold toothpaste. I've actually gotten into a system of doing it regularly now.
Good. Because you didn't for a long time. It's driving me nuts.
For 14 years. Ow.
Well, you have come to realize the importance of hygiene.
Well, also, Brian gave me insecurities.
Insecurities? Yeah. About your breath? Or what?
Well, you just said that I, like, smelled / tasted weird with my mouth.
Well, I mean, if you weren't brushing your teeth regularly, that would certainly contribute to that.
Anyways, so I was having, like, gum and mint all the time because I got really self-conscious about it. I mean, it got me into a system.
No, that's good. I mean, it's a bad way to get there, but it's had a good end result.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I brush my teeth when I get out. Is that puke?
No. It's the food that Bosley's handed out.
Oh, for the cats, right?
Yeah, I said it out and neither of them wanted it.
Is that puke?
No.
Maybe that's what they thought. Why they would need it. Puke? You just put puke on the floor?
No, I literally, I said the T word. They went like, no, too healthy.
Too healthy. Not going out there, silly.
No.
No.
Not going out.
No. Stop. I'm going to bed. Grandpa's going to go to bed soon, too.
You're not going out with me?
One or two. Cats. They're funny. All right. See, like, this is my point. We are 2 hours into the stream and the chat is dead. Donos have stopped. It's just dead. So that's basically why I'm thinking I should just do things offline because there's no point. I mean, great. I mean, I don't know if I'm like the white noise for some people while they sleep, but hey, I don't want to be your white noise. Put on a tape of our YouTube video of ocean waves or something. You know, I'm a human being with real feelings and needs. So, oh, hey, D-Man David's here. Excellent. Hello.
People up at normal hours might actually tune in.
Am I literally talking about the same thing? Anyway. Okay, so we're gonna be restarting this level apparently. So we'll see when we do the restart, just kind of get a visual of what happens when it starts, and then we'll run it back and see if we can kind of get to the start of that part, and we'll start the episode there.
A lovely, good, frightful Friday morning to you.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
It's getting to that time of day when people up at normal hours might actually tune in.
Okay, we don't need
to you.
Stream references.
Got games spoopy over here. Hey, eats ferrets.
Oh, eats ferrets. Haven't seen him in ages.
Or chicken bites.
Okay.
I don't know. We also got a pork roast and 2 pork loins. They're all there. They were all on sale.
Damn.
And then the rest.
Oh, wouldn't it be amazing if pork loins were on sale tomorrow? Let me just check the grocery store site. Oh, I can't check it here because you guys will... Well, here, I'll just do this. Haha, now you can't see it. La 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 la. Yeah, fine. Yeah, come on. Thank you. 110th birthday celebration. Been around for 110 years? It's insane. Anyway, see what's on sale. Ooh, Old Dutch chips are on sale. My favorite brand of potato chips. Canadian, too. Cool. Anything else? Is that it? What about deals? Ooh, ground beef is on sale. That's useful. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, we need ass wipes too, don't we? We're getting low. Down to our last couple rolls. Last couple of bog rolls. Gotta get another roll for the bog. Let's go to the meat section. I just want to see what meat is on sale, because everything else is... Meat is the main thing. But pork. What kind of pork we got? No. Anything on sale? It's really bright. No. Not much. Oh, rib end pork loin chops. Are those boneless? No, they're not boneless. I like boneless. As much as it's nice to gnaw on a bone. Pork loin chops, center cut. Oh, those are like really thin. I know which ones those are. Boneless fast fry. Those are thin. Oh, that's just the tenderloin, though. That's pricey. We want the full pork loins. They had these, Korean-style ribs that we had recently. Those were really good. It's a new flavor. Kind of sweet. Yeah, it's very tasty. Anyway, let's close that. Yeah, see, we got chit-chat here. We're talking, like, stream stuff that's not relevant to those watching the video on YouTube, right?
You guys know it's, and I suggest this to everybody, just as a sort of thing you can do, is I like to have 1 or 2 emergency turkeys in the freezer.
Emergency turkey.
You know,
that's something I did not get.
Is good stuff.
When
well, I think restarting the level is probably the best way to go here. So let's. Okay, so that is good stuff. All right. Well, I think restarting the level.
Okay, right here. Why? What's going on? Your period cup. Oh, God. Was it one of those things where you were just, like, about to lay down and you're like, where'd I put those tickets? Yeah. I'm sure they're somewhere.
All right. Well, I think restarting the level is probably the best. All right. Well, I think restarting the level. All right. Well, I think restarting the level is probably the best way to go here. So. All right. Well, I think restarting the.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go with that. Cut.
People up at normal hours might actually tune in. All right. Well.
Oh, hold on.
Before the real onslaught begins.
What are we doing here anyway?
All right. Well, I think restarting the level is probably the best way to go here. So let's.
I don't know what we're doing here.
I don't know either, Williams. Just want to go home. I want to party. And I just want to talk about this bonus situation. Oh, wait, wrong movie. Wrong working class sci-fi horror movie. Alright, let's just restart the level here. Yes, that's fine.
Okay, so let's see where this started.
Progress, so.
Okay, it starts with that.
Okay.
Alright, so that's a good place to stop. Yes, it's after all of this. Here. Is it this?
Do I have any items that we can use? Do I have any fuses or anything? No, I just have the... Okay, we stumbled onto the solution, apparently. We just had to find the right way to go. Oh, boy.
Okay. So cut it there. Come on. Why does everything delay? It's so annoying. So, 66 minutes. Okay. What the fuck? Oh. A cooking vid. Yeah, I mean, I could do cooking videos rather than streams. It's hard to do the streams now just because of the way my setup is, the way the equipment is, and how hard it is to get the cameras into the freaking kitchen. But I could definitely do some kind of video. That would be cool. I know that a lot of people enjoyed those, the old Cooking with Z. Yeah. I enjoyed making them, too. It was fun. Although, for me, I felt like I was just kind of cooking the same things all the time. Which, to be fair, I do. But... So do this. We'll fade her down. Hold on. Before it cuts to... There. It claps. Come on. It's mommy's sleeping time now.
Oh, boy.
No! Where the hell did you go?
Can't go here? Really? Well, that's just silly. I feel like we've been everywhere.
Come on. Come on.
These temperatures are gonna kill me.
Yeah, I know. Oh. Okay, we stumbled onto the solution, apparently. We just had to find the right way to go. Oh, boy.
Yeah, as soon as I saw it, I knew this was the gauntlet area. Okay, that's much better. That's much better. Yeah. Excellent. right, episode 2 is done. 66 minutes. That's a good length. Man, Halloween is going to be fucking loaded this year. Just loaded. Okay, so grab this. Bring it over here. New copy, please. Thank y'all. And now. Sounds good. Looking forward to it. Yeah, me too. I think it's going to be a lot of fun this year. I've got a lot of pickups, as you already know. But there will be also a lot of closer looks. So see, I want to get the pickups and closer looks filmed ASAP and just get that stage of everything done. And then we can focus on playing scary games all through the summer. And, well, through whatever's left of the summer by that point. And actually watching a lot of the movies that I have watched a bunch of them, but I want to watch more. And then I can also do reviews to sprinkle throughout the season. So, yeah. Should be fun. Yeah, we've been in there. So I feel like we've been everywhere.
These temperatures are gonna kill me.
Yeah, I know. Oh. Oh. Whoa. Hey, Junkler. Burp. 43 months.
These temperatures are gonna kill me.
Yeah, I know. Oh. Just do that. There we go. Just in time, we're editing the thing. Probably only going to do one more episode and then call it a night because I'm tired, I'm stressed, I'm hungry. But we hit the dono goal. We passed it, actually. People dug deep. And that's awesome. Digging deep.
These temperatures are gonna kill me.
Yeah, I know. Oh. Okay, we stumbled onto the solution, apparently. We just had to find the right way to go. Oh, boy. Let me make sure you... As soon as I saw that flyby, I knew that, oh, I remember this part. The gauntlet. Where'd he go? Fuck! I couldn't move. I was stuck in the door. It was probably the NPCs standing in the way. We just watched the rest of the team get massacred. Just laughing uproariously. This whole drama playing out after I died. I think that was it. And the thing is victorious. The end.
Oh, yeah, there's a couple of them. I did a shit ton of damage to them, too. I don't know if I had to switch to flamethrower, I guess, but...
So, what's going on over here? Bring this over. Are we still fighting them? Oh my god. Yeah. Play.
Alright. That's what we didn't do last time. We got 2 into the danger zone and... Crap, still more?
This should help.
Thank you. Appreciate that. So there's still more, supposedly. Where? Is there one stuck somewhere? Couldn't quite get to us. I know, I'm looking. I don't see any out there. Maybe we need to go outside and check. Yeah, okay. Oh, somebody's running off into the snow. We do? Where? Where are you? Oh shit, yeah.
Goodbye.
Alright, let's head around this way. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let's
Oh yeah, no, we can keep going
quick.
for a while. This isn't quite...
Heavy retexturing. He says the things look like more detailed models unless it is all just texture work. I think it's... Jesus Christ, dude! Calm down! For fuck's sake. Okay. Alright. So we went up into the dome. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Okay.
Up there. Okay, hold on a second. So we did all that. Okay, alright. Yeah, that's good.
It's all right. I'm fine.
Yeah. I remember
Yeah.
this. And there's like
Pull it together.
things kind of at every level and...
Oh, man.
satisfying.
One grenade. Ooh, a key. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a cinematic around here.
We can't seem to get into this building. A bit nasty.
I'm all right.
I positioned the... There. Yes. Okay. Go this way.
We're screwed.
Man, this don't look good.
Oh, yeah. I know exactly. I'm just standing there freezing to death.
Awkward as hell or anything. Let's take a look around here for a
I
sec.
should have gone in there to warm up first.
I vaguely remember this. Oh, I'm freezing to death. Hold on. Shit. No, I'm gonna
Bless
die.
you.
No, don't do this to me. Come on.
All I had to do was jump in that vent
God
for
damn
a
it.
second and warm up. Let's see here. It's already 73 minutes. Bless you. I feel like these should be shorter episodes. Milk the content a bit, you know? So what? This was all... Yeah. Oh, hold on. Go back here.
Yes, indeed. There. Yeah, that's what I did. See, I mapped the... Yeah, so I can just quickly select what I need there with the mouse button, right? And then when I have a gun, I can use the mouse wheel to scroll through them, so it just makes it a lot easier. Okay, so... Alright, we got through to here. Now what? Can't go that way. I guess we gotta go... Oh, okay, this way. Here we go. Oh, right. Rah, rah, rah. Past the electrical wires. Okay, here we go. I hope we find some more weapons soon. I'm feeling a little naked at the moment. Although smaller beasts can easily be dealt with using conventional weaponry, killing a larger form requires a 2-stage attack. Why are they telling us this right now? Firstly, you will need to use a standard weapon, example the machine gun, to weaken it. Once the beast is in a critical state, as shown by a... I'm acting as bait to lure out the things and then hoping to God the NPCs have sufficient aim to take them down. Alright, here we go. Great. Yes, please.
Hold on.
Alright, here we go. Aim to take them down.
So we do that. And that becomes our cliffhanger. How's that going to play out, I wonder? Well, tune in tomorrow and find out. Or just go watch the live stream. Here we go. That's a good cliffhanger.
These have sufficient aim to take them down. These have sufficient aim to take them down.
There we go. $31. That's good. Yeah, so if we can have them all about a half hour, I think that's a good length. And then here.
Basically, I'm acting as bait to lure out the things and then hoping to God the NPCs have sufficient aim to take them down. All right, here we go.
There, should be good. Boy, it just really chugs with these files. Holy shit, I'm gonna be glad when it's done, and I will do future ones, in a more efficient way, I think, or try to. Ah! See what I mean? Like, it's very herky-jerky. And that's because it's just having trouble coping with the size of these files, essentially. And I think it's also the codec requires a little more processing. Yeah, there we go. So that's a good little chunk. Yeah, see, it's starting to come together. And that episode is 38 minutes. And there we go. So that's good. Oh. Yes. So I think I'm going to get these rendering for now. Let me just check and see where we're at here. Is this a part 4? Yeah, part 4. Hold on, we might be able to quickly get another episode here. I'm ideally wanting to have about 13 or 14 episodes. And then we're good. Where are we at? Right in the middle here. Oh, hold on.
Okay. We crapped out on those two big guys at the end. Okay, then.
I don't have my camera on for some reason. I don't know why.
Find the Norwegian guy. Gotcha. Just gonna look around.
Okay, yeah, no, I mean we can cut it there. That's a good spot. It's literally right in the middle, so excellent. I like to try to find sort of natural story break points for the episode endings,
Okay, then.
Good. 4. Yeah, that's good. $37 minutes. Yeah, see, we're getting like pretty good standard lengths here.
These temperatures are gonna kill me.
Okay, yeah. That runs it back.
I vaguely remember this. Oh, I'm freezing to death.
Okay, we're going to try to do that again without freezing to death this time. Ah. Oh, what did I just do? No, nothing.
Oh shit, yeah.
Goodbye.
Alright, let's head around this way. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let's just go in here real quick and get warm.
This mission is bullshit.
I know, right? Out on those two big guys at the end.
Oh, it's here. Okay.
Yeah, so we actually almost had it before. We just we crapped out on those two big guys at the end.
Okay. Yeah, so do that. And come on. Bring that in.
Yeah, so we actually almost had it before. We just we crapped out on those two big guys at the end.
Okay.
All right, let's take a peek in our field manual here, and we'll just see if there's anything we need to worry about. Trust and fear icons. My trust has gone from high to low. My trust has gone from low to 0. My trust is...
Oh. Okay.
Well, maybe that is as good a place as any to end this first session of the thing remastered. We made a fair amount of progress, actually. We got, you know, fair ways in. We're almost at the end of the Norwegian base area here. And then...
yeah, I think we'll just have our little epilogue there, because when we get into the next one, we're like looking at the menus and shit, so...
well, maybe that is as good a place as any to end this first session of the thing remastered. We made a fair amount of progress, actually. We got, you know, fair ways in. We're almost... We made a fair amount of progress, actually. We got, you know, fair ways in.
I don't know why my camera's suddenly off, but whatever.
And we made a fair amount of progress, actually. We got, you know, fair ways in. We're almost at the end of the Norwegian base area here. And then, yeah. Or whatever this... I don't know, I'm not even sure where we are. I think it's the Norwegian base. I'm surprised there's so much of it intact. Maybe this isn't the Norwegian base. Maybe this is a different... I don't even know. Anyway, I'm not even sure where we are. I think it's the Norwegian base.
I'm not even sure where we are. I just go where the story takes us.
I'm surprised there's so much of it intact. Maybe this isn't the Norwegian base. Maybe this is a different... I don't even know. Anyway... Hope you've been enjoying.
Okay, so we'll go there. Good morning, Funk. Okay, we'll move that. Grab our to be continued. Oh, it's going. We had working on the thing here. Chopping it up into nice, snazzy 4K episodes for Halloween season. Just finished editing episodes 2 through 5 of the playthrough. We're looking at having around 13 to 15 episodes, ideally. Each one's going to be about a half hour long, other than the first and last, which will be a little longer. Actually, the first one's a lot longer. So much longer. It just goes on for days. But, yeah. So it's looking pretty good. I was actually just about to sign off. So you're just in time for me to abandon you. Good luck. Oh! All right, well, let's get these bad boys rendering. And we'll have 4 more episodes in the can. We still need to figure out thumbnails, but we'll figure that out later. We'll do that'll be like the last thing we do. Batch render. Where the hell is temp render? There we go. I sound like a Muppet, then laugh like my grandpa. Excellent. And we've also been pulling clips, all kinds of clips. Some of which were clipped on Twitch, but these are longer, more robust versions of those clips and some new things. And that's our first episode, which is 95 minutes long, which, by a staggering coincidence, is roughly the same running time as the TV cut of The Thing. Amazing, isn't it? I'm sure that's far more entertaining than my playthrough, but hey. Come get your food, Funk. It's ready. Anyway. No rendered. Oh, yeah, that might help. Well, what? What the what? What do you want? I think we did... Fuck, I can never remember. Is it this one? This one. Yeah, see, like, it has all this. It has no problem with 8K, but it's... I did some 8K test footage earlier just to kind of see how Vegas would handle it. Vegas seems to handle it okay. But VLC Player just shits the bed if I try to just play the footage, like the files from the camera. It has no problem with 4K or under, but 8K, it just loses its shit and cannot do anything. I think it was this one. Internet 2160, 60p. Yeah, it's got to be that one. NV encode, because I wanted to use the graphics card, right? Graphics card. Graphics card. Let me just double check something here. Yeah, it's using... Oh, maybe we need more, Yeah, let's use 20% of our RAM. I bet that would help. Okay, that's fine. Automatically create video proxies. All right. Well, maybe that'll help. Oh, I see the other problem. I have the preview set on, like, maximum quality. Maybe that's what the problem is. Let's just put it at good. Anyway. All right. I think we're good now. But yeah, this is a guy. How long was that episode? Was I can't see. Hold on. $39. All right, that's all right. No, not no. Blah, blah, blah. Oh my god, I'm just out of it. Okay. Yeah, it's this one. And interwebs. NV Inc. We're not putting it in the Skyrim project files. Putting it in here. And there we go. Bam. And that's it. Now it's just going to be running for a few hours, doing its thing. Thing. Looks really good, though. Let me just double check something before we get too deep into the rendering here. So that's part 2. I just want to make sure we didn't fuck up any of the episode numbers. There's nothing I hate more than having to re-render an entire episode because we fucked up the numbers. Aha! Found one. I instinctively knew I had neglected to do something. No. The fuck? No. There we go. Okay. Internet. Yeah, that's what it is. It is that one. Okay. Any others? Yeah, no, it's absolutely that one. Just one uses the NVIDIA encoder and one doesn't. That's literally the only difference. Okay, good. Now we can go. And as for me, I'm going to watch some more Combattler V before bed because it's at a big, exciting part in the story where some crazy shit goes down. And I like it when we get to those episodes in a show where crazy shit goes down. So I'm going to get this rendering. I'm going to go watch the crazy shit go down in Combattler V. I think it'll be fun. Part 2. Yeah, I mean, look at this. Even average speed, 60, like real time. A little faster than real time. That's crazy. But it goes up to like 100 and something frames per second. That's amazing. So as much as I bitch and moan and complain, this thing renders pretty damn fast. So I really can't complain too much. All right, so we're gonna minimize this so we don't accidentally hit spacebar or something and fuck it all up. We'll minimize this too. Like my dynamic background. I lost it briefly earlier today. I don't know why. But, yeah. Anyway. Well, that was pretty good. That was a productive session. We got 4 more episodes of The Thing in the can. So that's coming along nicely. I wanted to take a little extra time with that playthrough because, of course, it's The Thing. So it's special, right? It's very special to me. This Halloween, I will probably watch the 4K for the first time. Looking forward to that. I might even watch it before then, because it's one of my all-time favorite movies. But maybe I'll watch it right now. No, I'll watch it later. Anyway, I'm going to head off, everybody. Hope you had a good time joining me for this final behind-the-scenes stream. So I guess the next time I work on these episodes, it will be all by my lonesome. And, yeah, so basically the plan going forward, for those who missed the memo, let me just give you the spiel here. Why last? There we go. I'm planning a lot of videos for the next few months, especially with Halloween looming. Behind-the-scenes streams have proven over time to be far less profitable. Yeah, as we got like $300 in donos today. But I think it was because, you know, people wanted to be here for the big finale and make a splash, as it were. And that's awesome. Behind-the-scenes streams have proven over time to be far less profitable than other types of streams, such as chill and chats and gaming streams, and less productive when I film and edit offline, due to having to double as stream host. So to maintain productivity and have enough time and motivation to get the sheer mountain of videos done in time, I'm taking the video production back offline. Streams will be chill and chat and gaming going forward. So that's that. Alrighty. Now you know, and knowing is half the battle. Alrighty. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for joining me for this final behind-the-scenes stream. I'll see you probably tomorrow for a good old-fashioned chill and chat, or maybe we'll play some games. I don't know. We're just going to play it by ear. But the bottom line is, I just want to have fun on the streams. I want you guys to have fun. So we're going to have fun. God damn it. Even if it kills us. It won't. It might kill me, but it won't kill you. Anyway, take care, everybody. I'll see you next time. Until then, thanks for watching, and sayonara. The hell is that? Pew, pew, pew. Yes, we will do the pew, pew, pew. All right, later.